everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the video series Cooking Just for Side Rays. What we're going to be doing today is something very simple and it's going to be a great addition to your kitchen. So we're going to start by having a very nice olive oil. Don't go ahead and buy a very expensive extra virgin olive oil because the flavor can be quite overpowering, and today we're going to be infusing the oil, so we don't want it to be very powerful, otherwise it's not going to let the rest of the herbs and so on take their space. So I have chosen to have some fresh ginger, which is always great, gives it some citrus to some of the dishes. We have over here some saffron root, which is kind of spicy and sweet at the same time. I love it. Here we have some dry bayleaf and also some dry oregano, which are some of the Italian classics. I have chosen to have some fresh basil. You can never go wrong with basil. We will have also some garlic cloves and of course some mixed peppercorns. I've put here some green peppercorns, white, dark, any peppercorn that you have access to will work out. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add some of the peppercorns and we're going to crush them finely. With this we can have all the flavor of the peppercorn out, and we're going to mash them. Not so much, it's really just to break them down. And this oil is going to be fantastic for cooking and also for some salads. It's going to give a very nice flavor. So as you can see, they are mashed but not too much. So we can just take the container that you have chosen for your oils and we're going to pour it in. There we go, coming in, perfect. Okay, excellent. So once you have them all inside, you're going to pour the olive oil in to cover them. Really just as much as the peppercorn olive oil that you wish to have. There we go, it's coming cool, perfect. I love these puzzles. Okay, great. So we're gonna close it off, and this one we're going to leave it, let's say, about a week for it to infuse. It's very important that you remember that the oils that you infuse with fresh ingredients, such as the basil and the ginger, you have to leave them to infuse for a bit longer, and also they will last not as much as with the dry ingredients. For example, I have this oil that I did about 3 months ago. It's with some fresh oregano, dry oregano, and as you can see over here, it's still nice and clear, and you have to keep that in mind. So we're gonna go now try with the ginger. Best way to peel ginger is using a spoon. That's a very nice secret. So you just go ahead, hold it firmly, and as you can see, it peels off almost by itself. So don't worry if it doesn't peel all completely, because you're not gonna eat it. It's usually peeling the ginger, it's because it comes quite dirty. You know, it has direct contact with the dirt and so on. So we just want to take off some of the dirt over here. I like to wash everything previously, it's always better, like this you're sure that it's going to be nice. Okay, so once you have your ginger half peeled, we're just going to chop it roughly. Take that away. Alright, perfect. Really what you just want is a size that is going to allow you to fill it in the bottle. There we go. Okay, great. So now we're going to take the next bottle where we're going to put all the ginger inside piece by piece. Ginger is very powerful, so only by being chopped or cut in pieces it's enough for it to infuse the oil. Okay, perfect. Coming in. Okay, great. So once you have it inside the bottle, you're going to do the same that you did with the previous one. You're just going to put the olive oil inside to cover up, or as much as you want to do. There we go. Excellent. So there we have our infusion number 2. That is going to be a ginger oil. It's going to be very fresh and nice for some salads or so. Okay, then we will continue with the garlic. So I always, for peeling garlic, like to give it a little punch with the knife. It's going to be way easier to be peeled, as you can see. So sometimes it's really hard, it can be a pain for it to be peeled. But if you just grab it, put it on, hit it with a knife, it almost peels by itself. It's way easier. So there we go. Now we have a couple of garlic here. The garlic oil, I think it's one of my favorite because you can use it for fish, for pasta, and for so many other things. So we're going to do exactly the same that we did with the garlic, with the ginger. So we're just gonna chop it off so that it fits in the bottle and also the flavors come out. Okay, there we go, perfect. Don't worry if it's not very even or so, it's just to give your oil a little taste. So same as before, we're gonna put it inside the bottle. There we go, coming great. Perfect. And then we're going to put the oil, the same as before. Okay, there we go, perfect. So once you have it in, you put the oil inside as much as you like, whatever you feel like. Don't be shy of making some mixing. You can put in there, I don't know, let's do some dry oregano too. So with oregano, rub it in your hands always to break it down. Flavors will come out, it will be great. So you put it inside too, and there we go, perfect. So there we have our next infusion, oil, garlic with oregano. Sounds amazing and it's going to taste fantastic. Alright, perfect. Now we're going to go to our next one. Let's do something fresh, maybe something towards the Italian. Let's try a little bit of fresh basil. Basil, you don't want to cut it off because then it's going to get dark. So what you can do is just grab it tight and break it with your hands in smaller pieces. That's it, more than enough. Put it inside the bottle. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. I know I have a mix of accents that is not. Then we're gonna do some bayleaf. Perfect. Try not to break it in too many pieces when it's dry because then you're gonna get these little pieces in your food. Okay, so a little bit more basil, bayleaf. Oh, there. Okay, and we finish it off with the oil. There we go. Oh, finished. Perfect. So then we have our next infusion, which is Italian herbs, you can call it, or however you wish. And voila, then we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different mixes. Don't be shy, mix all you want. You can put some, for example, pepperoncini to do the typical oil that they give you in pizzerias, and so on and so forth. So here we go, keep posted. We are on Facebook and Instagram, and of course at the blog justforcybrides.com, and we'll see you soon.